Welcome to New Sky TV. It's a smash hit. Guo Yuxin's new drama broke 70 million views on its first day, dominating the charts with its unconventional plot. The sweet and adorable romance drama She's Too Good at Acting subverts expectations. A seemingly charming but actually cunning female lead tames a cold and aloof CEO into a prisoner of love, creating a clash of titans that showcases their acting prowess. Pre-orders exceeded 1 million, and the first episode's completion rate of 76% far surpasses the industry average. Exquisite cinematography and a sickly sweet character revitalize the old-fashioned stand-in genre. Guo Yuxin's calculating, tearful performance and Liu Hang's frantic pursuit of his wife create this summer's most addictive sweet beyond limits couple. This performance directly surpasses Tinghe Island's recently released nostalgic drama The Domineering Mother-in-Law of the 70s Takes Me Flying, becoming a huge surprise in the short drama scene. The drama stars Guo Yuxin and Liu Hang, marking their third collaboration. Their previous works include Mulisa and The Capitalist Strained Family Fortune Goes to the Army to Find Her Husband. Even before its premiere, viewers had already pre-ordered to watch it over 1 million times, and the number of favorites for the series surged to 300,000 within hours. In the drama, Guo Yuxin plays Zhang Xian, who appears to be a weak and spoiled little devil, but is actually a cunning hunter who uses the male lead, Lin Yuanzhao, as a substitute in order to commemorate her deceased white moonlight. What's even more amazing is that the substitute literature of this drama is not the old routine at all. The heroine cries until she faints, the hero regrets until he goes crazy, and everyone misunderstands for 10 episodes. It's the opposite. The heroine doesn't break down, and the hero doesn't fall out, but the two of them play together to turn the abuse point into a sugar knife. During the scene when Lin Yuanzhao was unconscious in a car accident, the audience had prepared tissues, but Zhang Xian's words don't make noise. He is asleep immediately brought the atmosphere back to a cold feeling. She did not tear her heart out, did not hug the hospital bed and shout "You can't die," but turned around to open a cafe, raise cats, choose cups, and mix coffee beans, as if paving the way for the future. She was not waiting for a miracle, she was waiting for someone who could continue to be controlled by her to wake up. This calmness is more piercing than crying. You suddenly realize that her love is not out of control, but planned. Lin Yuanzhao became even more crazy after waking up. When the male protagonist of Another Family found out that he was a stand-in, his first reaction was to slam the door and leave and swear never to see her again. On the other hand, his eyes were red and his Adam's apple rolled, and he actually begged her in a low voice, "I won't fight with the dead, don't drive me away." When the sentence came out, the barrage exploded. Because that's not a boss, that's the humbleness of a man who crushed his dignity and stuffed it into his pocket, just to stay by her side. The top point of the plot is here. Zhang Xian is obviously a hunter, but occasionally shows a moment of soft-heartedness. Lin Yuanzhao is obviously a prisoner, but he becomes more and more active. The two characters seem to be playing a dangerous psychological game. You think she is acting coquettishly, but in fact she is setting up a trap. You think he is going crazy, but in fact he is courting. There was also a famous scene that netizens called numbingly sweet. Zhang Xian held a coffee cup and deliberately asked him in the softest tone, "You are an employee of my store now, right?" Lin Yuanzhao was clearly trembling with anger, but he still lowered his head and said yes. The next second she raised her hand and touched his collar, and smiled gently as if rewarding a puppy, "Then be obedient." How is this a sweet pet? This is clearly domestication. What's even more outrageous is the director's rhythm control. Every time you thought you were about to be abused, he would immediately stuff you with a candy. Every time you thought you were about to get sweet, he would suddenly give you a knife. For example, Lin Yuanzhao was obviously jealous, but he didn't make any noise. He just stood at the door and turned off the lights one by one, as if to declare his sovereignty. Zhang Xian clearly said, "I just use you as a substitute," but turned around and secretly wrote his name in the kit adoption registration form. This kind of hidden sugar is the most deadly. So why is Blame She So Coquettish such a hit? Because it allows the audience to see a sense of luxury in sweet pets for the first time. Sweetness is not silly sweetness, abuse is not silly abuse, and love is not pure love. It's like a cup of milk tea with wine. It's very sweet in the mouth, but very strong in the aftertaste. The more you watch it, the more addictive it becomes, and the more addicted it becomes, the more panicked it becomes in the subplot. The entire adoptive family seems somewhat eccentric, with all three siblings secretly in love with the female lead, adding to the drama. However, the lack of competition among the female characters has been well received by viewers. The production cost of this drama is substantial, reaching the 3 million yuan mark. The candlelight scenes in the bridal chamber and the car accident scene on the rainy night have captivated audiences, who feel the drama's quality is on par with long-running series. Guo Yuxin consistently uses authentic dialogue, while Liu Hang adds rich layers to his performance, such as the shift from a tough exterior to a soft heart during the feeding scene. According to statistics from the Hongguo platform, a staggering 76% of viewers watched an entire episode, several times higher than the industry average. In 2025, the short drama market will enter a phase of competition focused on high-quality productions. In 2023, the short drama market reached 37.39 billion yuan, and it is projected to exceed 50 billion yuan in 2024, approaching the traditional film market. In 2024, the State Administration of Radio and Television cut over 350,000 episodes of short dramas deemed unsuitable for mainstream audiences. Simultaneously, they launched initiatives like traveling the world with short dramas to help create better works. This effectively transformed short dramas, previously focused on rapid viewership, into a platform for testing acting skills. The popularity of She's Too Good at Acting brought renewed attention to Guo Yuxin's earlier work, New Lisa. The drama has garnered over 500 million views on the Hongguo platform. After graduating from the Central Academy of Drama, Guo Yuxin could only land minor roles in long dramas like Chenghuangji, with screen time of less than 40 seconds. After transitioning to short dramas, she gained widespread recognition for her crying scene as a cancer-stricken heiress in Please Tell Me If You're Heartbroken. More importantly, behind these hot spots is not luck, but the fact that the short drama industry has really changed. It has become more professional, more sophisticated, and better aware of the emotional needs of the audience. Let's talk about Liu Hang first. Many people only remember his crazy pursuit of his wife and blue veins popping out in the drama, but don't forget that he was a model competition champion in his early years. With a height of 190 centimeters, straight shoulders and good proportions, coupled with his youthful and noble temperament, he has a presidential filter when he stands there. What are you most afraid of in short plays? I'm afraid that the actors can't support the characters. But he's different. Even his movements of raising his eyes, walking, and buttoning his cuffs are as precise as if he had been trained. Therefore, the audience will instinctively believe that he is Lin Yuan's Hao, and he should have the confidence to control everything. The popularity of this drama also happened to hit a key turning point in the short drama market. The audience level is moving up. In the past, short dramas were labeled as entertainment in third-tier cities, but now they are beginning to spread to first-tier cities. Platform data shows that young people aged 25 to 44 account for 57%, which means that the main audience of short dramas is no longer just looking for fun, but a group that is more picky, more detail-oriented, and more willing to pay for quality. What's even more exaggerated is that the number of heavy users of short dramas has increased from 94 million in 2023 to 146 million in 2024. This is not growth, this is explosive expansion. So you will find that the industry has also begun to accelerate the reshuffle. Hongguo TV's Feng Yuchang was directly listed on Hunan Satellite TV's evening schedule, becoming the country's first star short drama. This pushed the short drama from the small mobile phone screen to the TV big screen, which is equivalent to the official giving it an identity authentication. Not to be outdone, platforms such as Douyin and Kuaishou launched support policies such as the Chengxing Plan, forcing the entire industry to transform into high-quality products. Shoddy products are really becoming increasingly unsustainable. The smartest thing about Blame Her for being so coquettish is that it does not rely on new settings to win, it relies on character creation and performance details to win reputation. Do you think the plot is old or not? Substitute literature, crazy criticism of chasing wives, and domestication of sweet pets, all are not new. But it captures the details to the point where it gives you goosebumps. For example, in the scene where the heroine discovers the hero's car accident, she holds back and doesn't look back. The camera cuts away and she bites her lip in the next second. That's not pretending to be strong, that's masochistic restraint when your emotions are pushed to the limit. The audience understood instantly. Zhang Xian was not careless, she was just too good at controlling herself. Another example is the male protagonist's phrase "don't fight with the dead" when he wakes up. It's obviously supposed to be a bit sadistic, but he said it in such a humble and ridiculous way, which made me feel heartbroken and weak, but it made me want to laugh. This is what the audience takes for granted. Sweet pets are not afraid of being crazy, but they are afraid of lack of class. They are not afraid of being bloody, but they are afraid of lack of acting skills. After all, Blame She's So Coquettish was able to break 70 million on its first day not because it was sweet, but because it turned sweetness into a knife and knife into candy. The short drama industry is upgrading, and it has just used one drama to prove that short dramas can also create a high-level sense of excitement. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.